Revelations from my man cave. My name's Jeff Banks and I'm from Property Portfolio Solutions, and today I want to discuss a four-letter word: risk. Now, risk comes in lots of forms. Walking out the door of a morning, you might risk falling over on the thing and scaling your knee and not being able to go to work. Borrowing money is a risk. We assume that we're going to have the income to be able to pay that mortgage over its period to be able to get to our goal. We believe that we're going to be as bulletproof as we are today and that we are going to live a long and fruitful life. Now, when it comes to risk, there are ways to make sure that if we are going to have a rainy day, that we are covered. It's called insurance. Now, I tell a story to people who want to listen about my mate that I had an argument with a long time ago about risk and what happens if something was to happen to him. Now, he just borrowed $1 million to buy his ultimate house, and it was a lovely house. He had two primary school kids and a wife who had been diagnosed incorrectly with MS. So they were a happy family, they going along fine. Arguments I had with him, friendly ones because he's my best mate, about how much life insurance he should have should something happen. Now, he had $1 million mortgage. He thought, oh, well, I'll just insure myself for $500,000. My wife's a hairdresser. She'll be right. She'll be able to keep going along as normal should anything happen to me. Now, I said to him, look, maybe we should think a little bit longer term about this. It won't cost us that much more money, but why not insure the total value of the mortgage plus enough for your wife to be able to mourn without having to worry about the kids' education or having to make money to go where she wanted to. So we ended up deciding on $1.5 million. Now, that might have seemed a little bit excessive at the time, but 6 months later he developed brain cancer, and 3 months after that he was dead. Now, that money paid off the mortgage. Yes, they had a comfortable living for a while, but they would have paid the money back to have him for a bit longer. For a lot longer would have been even nicer. I miss the guy every day. But here, by being prepared, by having my risk assessed and insured, I'm able to happily say that those two girls now, one of which is my goddaughter, have happy lives. They miss their father horribly, but they are getting along being what they need to be. There was no stress about having to pay the mortgage. There was no worry about where the next meal was coming from. Everything was put in place because we had a plan to do it. Now, when it comes to risk, like I said, there's all sorts of risks. Going out, someone might clean you up in a car accident and you might be incapacitated. You might have a tenant that destroys your property. All those things can be insured against. It's a matter of thinking long term, not thinking in front of my face. My name's Jeff Banks. I'm from Property Portfolio Solutions, where your legacy is our inspiration.